Yo, and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and I'm doing a little fun video tonight. Got some mail to go through today, and I got all kinds of stuff in terms of just a few things to talk about, go over a couple things. The first thing I want to show, because I want to show it this way, is a card that I got from, I'll tell you the story. So my brother calls me, my brother lives in Tennessee, and he said, hey, one of my friends who watches your channel wants to send you a card. And I said, okay. And so he did. And I'm going to show it this way just so I can talk about it. He sent me this great 2001 Victory Ichiro rookie. And what's cool, just total random act of kindness. I mean, his name's Brian Shannon, by the way. And I don't know that Brian comments on my channel or whatever, but apparently he's been watching. So Brian, thank you so much for the card. I love random acts of kindness, and I just think it's neat, especially from a guy that I've never really interacted with a whole lot. Speaking of random acts of kindness, there is a contest going on right now that is, I think, just super, super neat. You've got Wicked discounts, and Wicked is running a contest 25 days of Christmas, and every day he's having people do this challenge where they have to do a certain video for each day. And I know I've been watching a bunch of them from different guys that I follow, and they are incredibly entertaining. It's very creative. I love the one of them's on random acts of kindness, and so you get to watch these guys go do all of these random acts of kindness, which I think is just so cool. And anyway, it's just a great idea. So I'm going to put a link down to Wicked's channel down below. Go check it out, and then you can start seeing the other videos that other guys are doing if you're not familiar with them, because they've been incredibly entertaining. Like when they were building a gingerbread house. Just funny stuff like that. And oh, by the way, if you do each of the 25 challenges, you can win up to $500 on Wicked's channel, because he breaks boxes. He does group breaks for different things. So, highly entertaining guy. So you can go check. He's not for everybody, and he even admitted that. He's like, I know I'm not for everybody, but I find him entertaining, and I encourage you at least to go check it out, or check out the guy's videos that are doing all these cool different challenges for the 25 days of Christmas Wicked Family Challenge, whatever it's called. So that's that. And so let's just show some mail. I'm going to turn the camera around. We'll take a look at what I got. I got a couple of slabs, and then I got a bunch of stuff in from Sport Lots, and I want to talk about that because I need y'all's opinion. So hang on one second. All right, a little mail. I got 3 cards. These are coming in post No Card November, so starting to get back on the train a little bit in terms of picking up some vintage slabs. So let me show these 3 to you that I got, all from the same guy. And the first one here is a 1971 Topps Steve Carlton here in a PSA 6. 71 Topps, tough, just tough. Everybody knows how tough it is to grade a 71 Topps. You can see that top right corner is really dinged. But, hey, it's decent, and I like it. So the second card I got was from the same guy. 1958 Topps Birdie's Young Sluggers. So you got Bertie Tebbetts, who was the Cincinnati Reds manager back then. And, of course, there on the right is the late, great Frank Robinson. Young Frank Robinson. Remember, 57 Topps was his rookie card. So early in his career. Great card there. And then the last card I got, again, this is just one of those kind of Mike cards here. 69 Topps, Roberto Clemente. Shout out to Bob Lewis and John Mangini. Everybody who loves Roberto Clemente. I guess Dustin Bellinger too. And lots of guys that love Roberto Clemente, and I'm one of them too. I really admire him. So I'm trying to pick up as many of his cards as I can. Not to mention, they all fit in the 3-decade set. Now it's 4-decade set. I gotta keep correcting myself. But this is only a 4, but people think that you have to spend tremendous amounts of money to get decent vintage cards, and it's simply not true. Even in slabs, I mean, I paid $30 shipped, taxes, everything for this card. And is it the best looking Roberto Clemente 69 Topps? Of course not. It's a 4, and it's a 4. Like this one's properly graded. It's off center. You got corner issues, but it's a Roberto Clemente card. And to me, people think you just got to spend all this money, and you just don't. So you got to be patient for sure. I'm not saying that they're just everywhere. I don't know if that's a good deal on this card or not. Quite frankly, it was fair to me, and I paid it. So there it is, 1969 Topps, Roberto Clemente. Very cool. All right. Sorry. Last thing I got to do. I'm going to move this out of the way. You guys know I'm working on a project for the last Topps card of every Hall of Famer. And so what I did was I went to Sport Lots and I ordered all these cards. And this is funny. I told you guys for PSA, I have to submit my own cards because I can't find them graded. That's not true. You can find them graded. They are stupid expensive. And so what I thought is I'm just going to order a bunch of these and see if there are any, slab cans. Shout out to Nolan, Elite Co 3 for the slab can. But what I'm doing here is just going through and ordering several, these are all from the same seller. You can find the same seller. I ordered all these cards. And the goal here is to find candidates for slabbing. So there's a Goose Gossage with the Rangers, his last card. A couple of 80, and usually I'd order 2 or 3. And for all of these cards, I paid, including shipping, $7.50 or something like that. And so I got a couple of Perrys I'm going to look over. I've got a couple of Don Suttons. I've already got one already slabbed up. So got a couple of Ricky Hendersons with the Red Sox. There's Edgar Martinez. I got 2 of those. So usually I just ordered 2 if I could to just look them over and try to pick the best one. Because again, they were so cheap. I literally paid 20 cents a card. So at worst, I have an extra card of a Hall of Famer. At best, I have a nice slab candidate. If one of them doesn't get graded well, I can send them in. But look at these Larkins. So the one on the right is way off center, top to bottom. So definitely going to be sending the one in on the left. And, even though it says, sometimes if I only have one card, like the Alomar, it's because the guy only had one. So I was kind of crossing my fingers and hoping it's going to grade well. It looks pretty good. A couple of Bagwells. I need that one. And you can see these cards aren't expensive. People aren't going to spend a lot of money grading them. That's why the population reports on them are so insanely low. But there's the Bagwell last card. There's Biggio's last card. Black border. That's got to be tough. There's old Frank Thomas with the A's. Mike Mussina's last card. Maddox's last card with the Angels. Not the Angels, the Dodgers. Can't believe I just said the Angels. The Dodgers. Here's a toughie. This is Pedro Martinez's last Topps card with the Phillies. And it's an update. UH1 or UH93 up there. And so sometimes if the player didn't have a regular issue Topps card, they use their Topps update. So that's true of Pedro Martinez, apparently. John Smoltz with the Cardinals. Again, you can see why I love last cards, because you get guys in weird uniforms and get all their stats on the back. So there's a John Smoltz, or 2 John Smoltz. There's a couple of Randy Johnsons. I love this picture. Look at him throwing a guy out at first, maybe on a bunt or something. Great picture there. So we're getting back a little older now. So older stuff, I'd usually get 3 or so. Again, you're talking 18 cents a piece, so who cares? There's George Brett's last card, 3 of those. Several Robin Younts. Again, hoping to look for one that's worth sending in. And quite frankly, I'd love 10s, but I'm not even that mad. I just want nice grades. There's a couple of Dave Winfields for his last card when he was with the Indians. There's a Trammell. A couple of Lee Smiths. A couple of Dawsons. Eddie Murray's last card. Paul Molitor. Wade Boggs. Tim Rock Reigns. Oh, I'm getting a nice stack over here now. There's Cal Ripken. Only one of those. Look at that white down on the left. Ugh, so frustrating. Chipper, the GOAT, Harold Baines, and a Tony Gwynn, 02. I've already got a couple of them in Ultra Pros here. Here's an 88 Topps Don Sutton. And the card was perfect, except it has this dinged corner down here in the bottom. You can even see it there. So mad. There's another one where the update card was used. It's this Jack Morris with the Indians. And that's a Topps traded from 94. There's the Gossage and the Perry that I'm going to send in. And so anyway, I'm getting these ready. I'm sending out another order to Dane. Another group of cards to Dane to check out and see what I can get in terms of grades on these and several others. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm working on. That's just, I think, a great way to handle it. Let me know what you think down below. I'd love to hear if you think it's just stupid, a waste of money. I'd love to hear it, good or bad. Give me some feedback. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Keep collecting.